when we talk about a rigid body, so how we define a rigid body is a rigid body is a body where external forces will not deform the particular body. Okay, that's basically a rigid body. Okay, now see, rigid body can undergo different types of motion. Okay, mainly there are three types of motion. One is a translatory motion, rotational motion, and vibratory motion. Okay, now translatory motion, basically translatory motion is a type of motion where the object or the particle will change the position, meaning let's say it's at point A, then it moves to point B. Okay, so this is a translatory motion. Alright, now translatory motion can happen in many different ways. Like for example, let's say the floor is at 0 degree. Okay, meaning it's not at any other angle. Okay, see, in this particular position we have to give force and then the object moves, correct? Then let's say we have an inclined plane. Okay, even in inclined plane, two types of translatory motion can happen. See, one is, see, look at this picture. See here, every point moves, right? This is the translatory motion. Now in the second picture, see here, we have a cylinder which is rolling down the inclined plane. See here, we have different types of motions altogether which are working for on the particular body. Like we have rotational motion and we also have translatory motion. Like the objects which are inside the cylinder, they are undergoing translatory motion. Whereas there are certain points like on the surface of the cylinder, those particles, they are undergoing rotational motion. Okay, so this is a combination of translatory and rotational motion. Alright, so next we are talking about pure rotational motion. See, I don't have to explain what is a rotational motion. Like you guys already know what is rotational motion. Like we have a fixed axis, then an object will rotate about that particular fixed axis. So that's basically rotational motion. Now, a lot of examples we can give, like ceiling fan is one such example. Correct? You have one axis and the fan will rotate. Or even a pottery wheel. See, even this is also rotational motion. Right? Now, see, we have rotational motion. The third one is vibratory motion. See, vibratory motion usually it's in the intermolecular state. Okay, even for a rigid body also, intermolecular, you can say that in between that particular space, the molecules will be vibrating. That's vibratory motion. Okay, and you won't be studying about vibratory motion. Now, see, when we talk about translatory motion, rotational motion, in rotation only there is one more type. That is, if we have a fixed axis and what if we don't have a fixed axis? For example, see, a spinning top. Here only a point is fixed, correct? Like if you take a spinning top and if you roll it on the ground, the point of contact to the ground, only that point is fixed. After some point of time, what happens? The spinning top will start revolving also. See, it's rotating, then it will start moving with that particular axis, correct? So here, this is a rotational motion where we don't have a fixed axis. Okay, whereas a ceiling fan is an example where the axis was fixed, correct? So even this is also a rotation motion, but without any fixed axis, but we have a fixed point. The point of contact is the fixed point. Okay. Now another example for this type of rotational motion is a pedestal fan. See, a pedestal fan, there are two rotational motions. One, the fan is rotating, correct? So fan is rotating with respect to one axis. Then even that whole wings part will also rotate, correct? So here what we have is we don't have a particular axis. We have a fixed point. Like see this point O, what you're looking at, that's a fixed point. Okay, the whole body will rotate with respect to that fixed point. Okay, so in the above two examples what we just mentioned, here rotational motion happens with respect to a fixed point. Okay, so there are two types of rotational motion now what you guys discussed. One is with respect to an axis, another one is with respect to a fixed point. point. Correct? So like this, different types of motions is what we are looking at. Like it could be pure translatory motion, or combination of translatory and rotational motion, or rotational motion only, but with respect to what type of, is it an axis or is it with a point, right? So what you will be learning is, you will be learning mainly on these types of motions. Okay, we derive mathematical expressions for it, we derive different types of for the area of the lamina, how the center of mass will change, how the center of gravity will change. So we look at all these things in detail from the next video onwards.